Hello everyone, and welcome to this mini practice to prepare for baby dancer pose or Natarajasana. This is such a wonderful pose. It's a balancing pose and it's also a back bend. So it's a great strengthening pose, not only for the legs and the lower body, but also for the back and the spinal muscles. So you will need a bolster and a strap for the sequence that we'll practice. Take a strap to begin. We'll start with a few shoulder stretches. Stand with your feet hip distance apart and your toes pointing straight ahead. Take your belt wide and keeping your arms as straight as possible, even if you need to go wider on the belt. Inhale to take your arms up. Exhale, bring your arms back, possibly down all the way, but right here is also a great place to work. Again, go wider on the belt if you need to straighten your arms as much as you can and lift and open your chest. With your next inhalation, bring your arms up and exhale forward and down. We'll do that a few more times with the breath. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. Inhale up, exhale back, down, lift your chest. Inhale up, exhale forward and down. Keep going a few more times. If this starts to get a little bit easy for you, you can take your hands slightly closer toward each other on the strap to deepen it. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. And land up with your belt in the front. Okay, we'll do cow face arms, Gomukhasana arms. Take your right arm up, bend it behind your back. Take your left arm behind you and hold your strap. If you can hold your fingers, you don't need the strap for this one, but you can use the strap to span the space between your hands. Extend down through your legs. Keep your legs strong and steady. Lift up through your chest. Breathe here. Possibly move your hands closer toward each other on the belt. Okay, release, change sides. Take your left arm up, holding the belt in the left hand if you're going to use it. Take your right arm behind you and hold the strap or clasp your hands. Work your hands toward each other. Lift up through your chest as best you can. Breathe here. This is mobilizing not only the shoulder blades, but also stretching the arms and opening the chest a little bit. Okay, and release. I'm going to show you another version of Gomukhasana arms. So make a loop in your strap. This is a more dynamic version. It's kind of fun. And begin with the strap somewhere around here, 6 or 8 inches or so. Take your right arm up, holding into the loop. Bend it behind your back and take your left arm underneath, holding into the loop, like so. Okay, I'm going to show from the back here because it'll be easier to see. You'll take your right arm down, elbow down, and take your left arm out to the side, change the hold on the belt, and take your left arm up so it becomes the top arm. You may take a few tries to get this. So holding into the loop, top arm comes down, bottom arm turns and comes up. Don't worry about the strap doing funny things. Just go from side to side like this. Turning the arm, turning the hand. And once you get it, you can start to go a little bit faster perhaps. Mobilizing the shoulder blades on the back of the rib cage in this way. Dynamic Gomukhasana arms. Okay. That's kind of fun, right? Okay, come on to your hands and knees now. And we'll do a couple rounds of cat-cow spinal warm-up. So place your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Inhale, arch your spine, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Roll your sitting bones up, look up. Exhale, round, draw your navel in, look towards your legs. Inhale up. Exhale down. And come back to a neutral position with the spine. Walk your hands a couple of inches in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes under. On your next inhalation, raise your hips up and stretch back to a brief dog pose. Stretch your chest back towards your legs. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, slowly lower down onto your belly, and we'll take a thigh stretch here. Take your right forearm parallel with the front of your mat. Stretch your left arm forward, like so, the thumb facing down and the palm turning away from you. Keep your arm in that position, take it behind you, bend your leg up, and hold the outer edge of your foot like that. You can either place your forehead down on your forearm, or to get a little bit more out of it, lift your chest by bringing your forearm closer towards you. Bring your heel toward your hip. Breathe here. And release. Change sides. Bring your left forearm forward. Stretch your right arm. Forward, turn your hand so that your thumb faces down. Bend your leg behind you. Reach back to hold the outer edge of your foot. Take your head in whatever position you had it on the first side and draw your heel in toward your hip. Breathe here. Keep bringing your heel in toward your hip. Lengthen your tailbone down. And slowly release. Press back onto all fours, grab your bolster, and we'll take locust pose, Shalabhasana, with the bolster under the low belly to support a little bit more lift and opening in the chest. So the bolster should go just below the rib cage. You can play a little bit with the perfect position for you that gives you a lot of lift here, right? So this is higher than you would be able to go if your belly was on the floor. So it's helping open the chest and activating the back and spinal muscles for the back bends. Keep your legs active here. So keep drawing your tailbone down towards your heels, buttock bones toward heels. To lengthen your low back. Stretch back through your legs, lift up through your chest, palms facing each other, lift up. Draw your shoulder blades in toward each other toward your spine. Good, and release. Lower your forearms down. Okay, take another little bow shape here on the belly. So bring your right forearm parallel with the front of your mat. And again, turn your hand, thumb down, and bring it behind you to hold the outer edge of your foot. This time, hold more where the foot meets the ankle and flex your foot more in a half bow shape. Possibly move your forearm in towards you, press your shin back, lift your chest. Good, and release. And change sides. Bring your left forearm in front, right arm back, hold the outer edge of your foot. Foot ankle juncture there. Press your shin back, lift your chest. Good, all right, and release. Press up, take tabletop. If you want to take a brief dog pose, feel free to stretch the back body a little bit. And then lower back down onto your knees. Move your bolster to the side and stand up. We'll take a standing thigh stretch now, so feel free to use a wall or a chair if it helps to steady you. So transfer the weight onto your right leg. take your left leg up, either hold with the knee in front and then bring it back, or for some, it will be easier to just bend the leg back behind you. So either way, hold where the foot meets the ankle and bring your heel in towards your hip. Again, lengthen your tailbone down. Lift your low belly up. And slowly release. Back to mountain pose. Change sides. Transfer your weight onto your left leg. Take your right leg up in whatever way is easier for you. Use support as needed. Standing thigh stretch. Bring your heel to your hip. Lengthen your tailbone down. Lift your low belly up. Okay, release. Okay, so we're going to take one version of Baby Dancer now using the wall. And then I'm going to show you several different prop variations to help you. Okay, so facing the wall, use your left hand to the wall. Take your right leg up into a thigh stretch. Actually, I'm going to need to move forward. So it's like this. So it's the same idea. Take your hand so the thumb faces down, palm facing away from you. Take that arm behind you, hold the outer edge of the foot, and then bow forward. Lift your leg up behind you. You can hold the outer edge of the foot. For some people, it will be more helpful to hold the ankle. It'll give you a little bit more action in the leg. This will give you a little bit more extension to lift the leg up. So if you need more stability, try holding where the ankle is. See how that works for you. Lift your chest. And release. Okay, change sides. I'll hold the wall this way. Hold the foot or the ankle, bow forward, take the wall, take the support of a wall or a chair. So again, the foot, holding the foot more with the foot pointed will help the lift. Holding the ankle more will help the stability and the integration there. Bow forward, lift your back leg up. Okay, release. Now, it's hard for you to hold the foot and lean forward and get into that full form of the pose. One easy prop variation is to use a strap. The loop of the strap to span the distance between your hand and your foot. Okay, so try that version. I'm going to show you 3 different prop variations. This is the first one. So holding the loop, place the loop around your back foot, lift the leg up. And you can use the wall for support and then possibly play with coming into the balance with the hand on the hip, hand forward, like so. Steady your gaze, steady your breath to help you. And then back to center and release. Okay, let's go to the other side. Take your loop around your back foot, lift your back foot up, bow forward. Use the wall. Possibly come away from the wall. Lift your back leg up. Use your breath. Use a steady gaze to support you. And then release. Okay, we're going to do a version now holding the tail of the belt overhead. And so far, we've been practicing holding the foot like this, but I want to show you another way to hold the foot. Turn your palm face up. Take your arm behind you like that. Now bend your elbow. Pretend you're holding something. Take your elbow up. Lower it down. Take it up. Lower it down. So that's another way to hold on to the foot in this pose. Palm up, arm behind. Bend your elbow. Lift it up so the elbow goes out to the side as it goes up. Okay? So remember that. Place your strap around your left foot. Hold the belt, palm up, take your arm back, and bend it behind you. And hold the belt overhead, like that. Now, of course, you can always use one hand to support you. A little bit deeper version. Coming more into the back bend now. Lift your leg up and release. So as you see, it doesn't have to be graceful necessarily. Let's try the other side. Okay, so palm up, arm back, bend the elbow out to the side and yank that leg up. Use your belt, use your hand as needed. And then gradually, you might be able to walk your hand closer towards your foot and bring your foot closer towards your hand. Okay, release. Last version, we'll also use a loop, but a big loop. And you will hold either side of the loop in your hand. So it's the same idea, palm up version. Elbow out to the side. And then you hold different sides of the belt. Bow forward. Lift up. Draw your elbows in. You'll see the belt is now around the ball mount of my toes for this version. So it gives you lots of nice length and lift there. And release. Okay, second side. Arm out to the side, elbow up, and go for it. I think my belt is twisted. Yes? Okay. Lift, lift, lift. And release. All right. Very good. Release your strap. Let's do a nice little Uttanasana release. Stand with your hips at the wall and your feet away from the wall. Feet hip distance apart or even slightly wider. Exhale and fold forward. Bend your knees as you need to place your fingertips on the floor. And rest here. Feel free to stay in this wonderful version of Uttanasana as long as you would like to rest. And thanks for joining me for this baby dancer mini sequence.